Hey, my wildest viewers! Today, we're heading out on an unbelievable journey! A reaction to Italian brain rot! I can already feel my head spinning with anticipation! Let's go!
Trallallero trallallà, porco Dio e porco Allah. Ero con
Oh my gosh! Look at this beauty tralelo! Is that a shark? But not just any shark, a shark in blue Nike sneakers on the beach! And it's not swimming, it's walking like a person on those tiny little legs! This is genius! This isn't a predator! This is your friendly beach neighbor! Who would have thought a shark could be this adorable? And those seagulls in the background, they're probably shocked too! Why isn't it eating people? Why is it wearing shoes? Who dressed it? I need answers! I want this shark's backstory!
il mio fottuto figlio merdardo a giocare a Fortnite. Los trallalleritos dicen tralala. Los trallalleritos dicen...
Oh my gosh! It's an entire army of mini sharks, all wearing matching blue sneakers. They're so tiny, so round, so toothless. Their eyes are like doll eyes. These aren't sharks, they're toys, except they're alive. And Filet-Filet-Nuke, they're dancing. Look how they move. That's not walking, that's choreography. They're so happy. I want to be one of these baby sharks, or at least take a selfie with them. And why are they called trilleritos? Sounds like a daycare. I feel so protective. They look defenseless. Wait, no, they're sharks. But the cutest sharks ever! The sweetest nightmare I've ever seen!
Dicen tralala. Los trallalleritos dicen tralala. Orcalero, orcala, scarpa bianca.
Aha! Here's an orca, but not just an orca in white sneakers, standing on a beach with snowy mountains behind. The Arctic! Why is she here? She should be in icy water. Yet here she is, in white shoes, looking at us with the kindest gaze. She's huge and somehow so sweet. Did I see a pink bow? Nope, that's the next shot. For now, she's just standing there, like she wants to tell us her story. Lost? Beach day? I want to talk to her. If only I spoke whale.
Splash, boom, ah. Uno, due, tre scarpe. Sì, sì, sì.
Urcalita urcalerita. Bellissima.
Oh, there she is. A girl orca with a giant pink bow and pink sneakers. This is a fairy tale. She's gorgeous, all dressed up, a little shy, that head tilt. I want to give her flowers or at least candy. Why pink? Because she's a girl or she just loves the color? Poor girl. I think she just wants to look beautiful. And she does. Princess of the ocean. I'm in love.
Regina dell'oceano, ragazza orcalero orcalà.
Los orcaleritos dicen orcalà. Los orca...
Whoa! A whole squad of orcas in white sneakers. Tiny, round, adorable. They're dancing. That's not walking. That's a celebration dance. So happy. I want to be one of them, or at least grab a photo. Or Kayla Tiros? Sounds like a football team. I love it. I feel protective. They seem defenseless. Okay, they're orcas, but still, cutest nightmare 2.0.
Orcaleritos dicen orcalà. Los orcaleritos dicen orcalà.
Las orcaleritas dicen orcal...
Oh, a whole squad of girl orcas. Pink bows, pink sneakers. Magical. So pretty, so fancy. A little shy. Synchronized head tilts. I want to give them flowers or sweets. Why pink? Because they're girls? Or just because pink rules? They just want to look beautiful, and they do. Ocean princesses. I'm smitten.
Las orcaleritas dicen orcalí. Las orcaleritas dicen orcalí.
Tralalita, tralalelita. Bellezza, regina...
She cruises the shallows like a runway, a neon pink bow perched between her fins, and matching sneakers flicking spray with every confident step. There's that shy little head tilt, the "oh, you noticed" pose, followed by a grin that says she absolutely dressed to be noticed.
This isn't about fear, it's about flair, a fairy tale predator who swapped jump scares for jaw drops. Give her a seashell bouquet and a spotlight. She's rewriting beach fashion in real time and daring the tide to keep up.
Della costa, ragazza tralalelo tralala. Las tralaleritas dicen tralali.
The cavalry arrives in miniature, a bubbly flotilla of shark cats with pink bows bobbing like party balloons and tiny sneakers squeaking on wet sand. They try to line up, then immediately break formation to twirl, bump, giggle, regroup, and twirl again. Pure choreography by chaos. Every wave turns into a confetti cannon, every splash a squeal. It's the kind of cute that short-circuits common sense. I'm halfway to throwing them a coronation, and the other half to starting a glittery daycare on the pier.
Las tralaleritas dicen tralali. Las tralaleritas dicen tralali. Tralalero tralala. No, no, no. Dolfinera dolfina.
He rises in a clean arc, pink sneakers flashing like sunset signs, and lands with that soft ripple only dolphins can pull off. The smile is understated, the confidence isn't. He's either color coordinating with the bow shark or pioneering bubblegum athleisure for marine mammals. He keeps pace with the current, nudging the younger crowd to hydrate between dances, then spins once just to prove the shoes can handle it. Best friend energy, locked in. If the ocean had a group chat, he's moderating it with heart emojis.
Scarpe rosa, fa splash boom, ah. Tralalero tralala. No, no, no. Conversino barbil.
Out pads a whiskered gentleman in sunshine yellow kicks, the kind of neighbor who says, "I baked extras," and actually means it. A modest head tilt, a courteous swish of the tail, and the tide throws little halos around his shoes like applause in liquid form. He looks like he maintains the community bulletin board and knows every sea anemone by name. If trustworthiness were footwear, it would be these sneakers. If comfort were a person, it would have whiskers.
Crede fermamente che il mare sia solo un marciapiede bagnato. Tralalero tralala. No, no, no. Beluge.
She arrives as if the horizon whispered hush. White sneakers, white glow, smile gentle enough to lower the volume of the wind. No posturing, just presence. Wherever she glides, the water smooths into satin. The shoes catch the light and scatter it like snow dust, and for a beat, the whole bay feels like a long exhale. If Serenity required a brand ambassador, the role has been filled. Benefits include universal chill and complimentary spa day for the sea.
Beluga. È un beluga che ama la spiaggia. Tralalero tralala. No, no, no. Narvalero narvalala. Narvalero narvalala è un...
The unicorn of the ocean pops up sporting tangerine gloves like he's late to a fashion lab experiment and aced it anyway. Sun sparks along the spiral of his horn. Orange pops against the deep blue, and he taps the surface, 1, 2, like a conductor testing tempo before the overture. Function meets polish, safety meets swagger. He points that legendary horn starboard, and the whole color palette follows orders.
Grande narvalo. Tralalero tralala no 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 walale.
A colossal silhouette crests, and then, boom! 2 beams of golden yellow kick through the spray like someone turned up the saturation on the day. He cruises with unbothered headliner energy, drawing a lazy figure 8 that feels suspiciously like a signature. The gulls circle for autographs. The pier tilts for a better angle. Yellow shouldn't work underwater, and yet it looks inevitable, like sunshine finally found a body.
Guarala, scarpa mio cotona fa splish off o ono 2 3 scarpos asas. Tralalero tralala. No, no, baleleiro parlala. Uno squalo balena molto simpatico.
She glides past in royal purple sneakers, unhurried and utterly sure that the reef is her front row and the sea is her silk carpet. The smile is gentle, the message is not. I reign by vibe. Schools of fish fall into polite formation as she passes, bubbles rising like pearls in a crown. No need for speed when your presence bends the current.
Dico è amico di tutti I BRAINROT italiani. Tralalero, tralala.
Close to the sand, he writes cursive with his shadow, gray sneakers camouflaged until a sliver of light reveals the sleek outline. Blink and it's gone again. Minimalist, balanced, quietly immaculate, he turns every glide into a moving lullaby. It's stealth fashion with a heartbeat, subtle, sincere, and designed to make you whisper, "Whoa," without knowing you did.
No, 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 Rajinilde Rajalak, scarpe grigie. Camminare sulla costa, camminare sulla spiaggia. Trallallero trallala, no.
She slices through the break in forest green kicks, that wild T-bar silhouette turning every sideways glance into a double take. A sly curve at the corner of her mouth says she's saving the showstopper, and then she launches, emerald soles bright against a burst of white spray. The crowd, high, loses structural integrity. Even the crabs start clacking in time. Cool, composed, unforgettable, the kind of closer that makes you brag you saw it live.
No, no. Martellero Martala, sulla spiaggia, quando il sole inizia.
Verdict, the ocean just staged a couture parade and invited chaos as the headliner. From the bow shark's fairy tale swagger to the pink sneaker dolphin's bestie aura. From our yellow-kicked, whiskered gentleman to the hush-bringer beluga. From the tangerine-gloved narwhal to sunshine whale, regal purple whale shark, stealth gray ray, and that emerald-souled hammerhead finale. This was deliriously weird and dangerously adorable in all the right ways. Your turn. Who stole your heart? Drop your winner and spicy top 3 in the comments.
Giraffa celeste, viaggio agreste.
Oh my gosh, look at this stunner. Is that a giraffe? But not an ordinary one. It's a watermelon giraffe in a space helmet on the actual moon, wearing brown boots. Brilliant, pure masterpiece of absurdity. And that smile, pure bliss. This isn't just a giraffe, it's an intergalactic tourist. The rocks in the background look stunned too. What is even happening? Why isn't he nibbling leaves? Where did the shoes come from? Who dressed him up? I need this guy's origin story.
Glorbo.
Out of the reeds slides a crocodile with a rind-green sheen and seed-speckled scales, like someone crossbred a gator with a summer picnic. He pauses on a mossy log, lifts the corners of his mouth into the tiniest "hey" smile, and the swamp goes quiet, as if the frogs just granted him VIP status. Verdict: the swamp has a new leading man, and I'm already planning our friendship bracelets.
Brutto drillo. Boom, boom, boom.
The canopy parts, and in steps a tiger whose orange is kissed with fresh leaf green, like the jungle itself penciled in some stripes. He's massive, sure, but there's that bashful tilt, the "is this angle okay?" concern of a runway rookie. He prowls without menace, more like a model pacing backstage, counting beats in his head. Is he here because vines are the best accessories? Because lions keep stealing the spotlight and he's rewriting the script? Either way, each step says I'm gorgeous and I know it. And honestly, the trees agree. Crown him Mr. Jungle 2025 and let's move on.
Tigrulini watermelini. Los glorbositos dicen frutodilo.
Imagine a platoon of bright round froglets, each wearing a teacup-sized pineapple like a party hat they refuse to take off. They hop in swirls, plop into puddles, and pop back out with a chorus that sounds like marbles clinking in a glass bowl. Their joy is so contagious, you can practically feel vitamin C in the air. Fragile? Maybe. Resilient? Absolutely. Frog physics defy worry. Glorbositos does sound like a preschool, and if they open enrollment, I'm volunteering as head of snacks. This is weaponized adorableness. I surrender.
Oh, los glorbositos dicen. Frutodilo, los glorbositos dicen. Ha! Frutodilo! Zebra zubra. Zebralini.
She appears where the dune curls like a crescent, black and white stripes flickering in the heat haze until they look hand-drawn. There's serenity in the way she stands, hooves pressed into velvet sand, a micro smile that says she's seen 1,000 sunsets and ranked them all. Why the desert? Maybe the wind styles her mane better than any salon. Maybe she's auditioning to replace mirages as the desert's official illusion. It's a look, clean, classic, impossible to forget. Legend status achieved.
Zib zib zebra, zibrocini.
She wades in waist deep, cheeks puffed with laughter, scooping water and tossing it skyward like glitter. The current paints ribbons around her, and when the drops land on her watermelon gloss coat, they bead like pearls. Is she training to be a fish, conducting a one-primate spa day, or just curating aesthetics because the light is chef's kiss this hour? Whatever the reason, the riverbanks have a new mascot. If Joy had hands, it would splash exactly like this.
Gattoni, watermeloni.
Between two curtains of vines, a cat pauses with a grin so playful you expect a drum roll. He has stole the ruby, left a thank you note energy. Lush coat, liquid steps, eyes like polished jade. Why the jungle? Because every leaf is a spotlight and every branch a front row seat. Maybe he's here to outslink the tiger. Maybe he's just taking his beauty for a walk. Either way, the jungle claps in chirps and trills. Fan club membership
Urballoni,
activated.
watermeloni. Bom bom bom.
Cozy, sunlit. The tide rolls in and out like a big, sleepy breath. And there she sits, queen of calm, letting the foam kiss her toes. A breeze lifts a few stray hairs. She closes her eyes as if listening to the ocean tell a joke it's told for 1,000,000 years. Why the beach? Because the color palette matches her soul. Sand, sky, and a little bit of glitter where the sun skims the water. She radiates group hug energy. Someone bring a beach umbrella and a ukulele. I'm not leaving.
Bom bom bom. E aglucci watermelucci.
He perches high, where the leaves braid into cathedral light, the kind of perch that makes time slow down. His gaze is sharp, yes, but there's kindness tucked in the corners, like he'll judge your life choices, then help you fix them. Why the jungle? Because thermals are great, but green cathedrals are better, and the tiger motif is in this season. When he lifts off, the hush that follows isn't fear, it's reverence. Guardian unlocked.
Gorrillo. What?
She sits on a throne of woven vines and dappled light, the jungle stitching metals onto her shoulders with sunbeams. Her smile is small but sovereign, patience, strength, a touch of eat your greens wisdom. Is she vying for a crown? She already has it. The trees lean in to hear her breathing. The frame could hang in a museum titled How to Be Gentle and Immense.
Watermelondrillo. Danile astronote.
This scene jumps to silent star fields, and there, weightless, drifts a hippo like a friendly planet that decided to free range. Starlight skims his contours, nebulae wink like confetti, a slow somersault sends a sparkle spill of cosmic dust. Why space? Because gravity's overrated, and wonder needs big canvases. Maybe the watermelon giraffe sent an invite. Either way, this is the kind of image that resets your sense of scale and makes your heart float a little too.
Kuni watermelon.
Two tiny paws pry open a watermelon lid, and a masked face peeks out, eyes glittering with "you saw nothing." He shuffles forward like a portable picnic, takes a sniff of the evening air, and retreats with a smirk that could steal your passwords. Why hide here? Because aesthetics matter, because the rind matches his vibe, because the cat told him this is where legends start. The tableau is so sugary, you can taste it. Hero of the hollow gourd, robber of hearts.
Eluni.
Who wins your heart? Drop your champion and your spicy top 3 in the comments. Let's crown the monarch of the watermelon pride.
Bombardiro crocodilo.
Oh my gosh, look at this stunner. Is that a crocodile? But not an ordinary one, a bomber crocodile. And he's actually flying, slicing through the clouds. Pure insanity, and I love it. And that roar, angry like a chief of staff. This isn't a croc anymore. It's an air general. Who could have imagined such a terrifying reptile? The engines on the sides look stunned, too. What is happening? Why isn't he in a river but up in the sky? Who built and launched him? I urgently need this guy's origin story.
Bombardiero, Lionero.
And here comes the lion, not just a lion, a bomber lion, gliding among the clouds like the master of altitude. This is the gold standard of absurd art. See that proud gaze? A true king of the firmament. Who'd have thought a lion could look this epic in the air? And honestly, the engines look blown away too. Why isn't he roaring? Why so silent? How did he get up there? Who engineered him? I want the full saga of this sky sovereign.
Bombardiero, Saber, Tiger, Saber.
Ooh, the tiger enters the route. Another upgrade. A tiger turned into a bomber. He's running an airway, roaring like a squadron commander. A little scary and very cool. Who even came up with this? The engines are in shock, I swear. Why isn't he stalking prey on the ground? What's he doing at altitude? Who built him? I need the biography of this winged saber-tooth.
Bombardini Tortini.
Oh ho ho! A pizza in flying bomber format, glowing against the sunset and smiling. A kitchen marshal of aviation. Who expected pizza to be this cute and combat ready? The engines don't believe it either. Why isn't it being eaten? Why is it flying? How did it end up in the sky at all? Who crafted it? I'm starving for the backstory of this airborne pepperoni.
Bombardiero, tour.
Amped, cinematic. He punches through a cumulus bank like a living battering ram in matte steel, horns streamlined, fuselage broad, contrails curling behind him like kicked-up dust on a runway. The eyes, corporate serious. The vibe, quarterly clouds have underperformed. I'm here to fix that. He banks left with ranch hand precision, then levels out in a stoic cruise that makes even the engines clear their throats. Pastures are for amateurs. This bull audits the stratosphere. Who riveted this legend together, and where do I request the flight manual?
Baleia Bombardeiro.
Imagine an airborne cathedral, vast, luminous, and inexplicably gentle. She glides in slow, sovereign arcs that hush the altitude, a friendly smirk curled like a wave at sunrise. The metal skin mirrors entire weather systems. Gulls draft her wake as if attending mass. She charts headings the way currents choose their banks, patient, inevitable. I didn't know adorable could coexist with colossal aeronautics, and yet here we are. I want the blueprints and the bedtime story.
Bombardiero, Pizza Dodo.
Extinct? Not today. He toddles across the jet stream in a saucer-shaped bomber that looks part pastry, part miracle, blinking at the horizon like a tourist who lost the tour and found destiny. The beak tilts, the wings wiggle, the engines stall mid-sentence as if embarrassed to interrupt. Is he navigating by vibes? Absolutely. Is it working? Shockingly, yes. File under historical comebacks that slap.
Bombardiero, Cerberus.
3 muzzles, 1 war song. The bomber's silhouette chews the clouds into thunderheads. Each head handles a system, targeting, thrall, and pure, uncut intimidation. He isn't guarding gates. He's patrolling heaven's alleyways with a growl that rattles halos. The engines whisper prayers. The lightning signs autographs. Someone forged myth into metal and forgot to add a safety.
Bombardero! Don Kiki Kiki.
Meet the most dependable aircraft in the barn. He climbs at a steady, stubborn rate. No drama, just results. Ears acting like adorable ailerons. Eyes broadcasting, "I'll get us there." There's dignity in that cruise speed. There's poetry in that patience. You don't rush a masterpiece of practicality. Somewhere far below, a field goes quiet, sensing its hero has outgrown horizons.
Quaccodilo bombardiro.
A flash of orange feet, a gleam of polished nose cone, and suddenly the sunset has backup dancers. She carves goofy little S-curves through serious airspace, smiling like she brought snacks to the apocalypse. The fuselage quacks, no really, and the clouds answer in applause. This is not a sortie, it's a music video where the chorus is weather.
Bombardilo flamingo.
Long, lacquered lines, chassis-tinted desert rose, an aristocratic gaze that could grade couture from 30,000 feet. She doesn't stand on one leg, she flies on one vibe. The dunes below ripple like silk as she passes, engines humming a runway beat. Who tailored this airframe? It wears the sky like haute couture.
Bombardino gemelino.
A cargo-bellied bomber with hump-shaped fairings, cruising above sand seas like a slow freighter that collects sunsets as stamps. He's calm as shade at noon, methodical as a caravan, altitude measured in sips, not gulps. The engines hum inshallah, and the compass nods respectfully. Field notes, please, with a glossary for whatever elegant nonsense this is.
Bombombini gusini.
He arrives in parade formation of one. Neck tall, wings tucked just so, posture that screams protocol. The bomber's nose paints lines across the evening like a calligrapher signing a decree. No V formation, no chaperones, just solo statesmanship at golden hour. Goose Aviation needs a museum wing, and this is the first exhibit.
Bombardino nuclearo dinosauro gusini.
The silhouette is prehistoric. The payload bay is, let's call it, unwise. He roars and the atmosphere blinks, as if forgetting for a second how to be gas. It's punk rock with turbines, Cretaceous meets classified, and every cloud surrenders its puff to a sharper edge. Whoever signed off on this built a rumor into a weapon and pressed fly.
Bombardalo bufalo.
A floating prairie with horns. He cuts a steady path above the overcast, the kind of line a cartographer trusts and a poet steals. Broad shoulders, patient thrust, a profile that says, "I remember when the wind was new." The engines drop to a reverent murmur, even turbulence steps aside. This is authority without volume.
Bomboclat crococlat.
Jawline of serrated steel, eyes lit like reactor cores, a tail stabilizer that slashes contrails into barcodes. He growls in sub-bass. Your ribcage files a complaint. Sunset turns his panels into molten mosaics as he knifes through the thermals. Tracks would be an insult. This machine was born vertical. Hand me the tech passport and 2 fire extinguishers.
Bombardero kudkudach.
Scarlet light, polished plume, a cockpit crest that catches the evening like a crown. He doesn't crow, he declares, a clarion note that ricochets off cloud towers and makes the horizon stand at attention.
Your turn. Who's number 1? The airborne lion, the watermelon giraffe, the cyber croco bomber, or one of the baby sharks? Drop your top 3 in the comments and suggest who we should add to this universe next. Like, bam! Subscribe, wham! Bell, ding, so you don't miss the next dose of chaos. See you in the next one. Bye-bye!